Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guest today is Carol Montag, singer, songwriter, performer in the Cedar Rapids and Iowa area for a while, a couple of years.
It's been a while.
Great to have you here.
Well, thank you.
You've got a
Good to
holiday.
be here.
You've got a holiday show coming up, and we should say from the outset, you've got two shows. One of them sold out already.
Correct.
Now,
the
after
Saturday night show.
And after this interview, I'm sure the other one will sell out immediately.
Oh, that'd be great.
So coming up on the 14th and the 15th, and we'll talk about all that stuff in just a little
Sure.
bit. But you, for many years, did one of kind of the legendary Cedar Rapids holiday shows, the tribute group that was, I'm not going to say it was the first group to kind of start that holiday tradition, but y'all were right there, definitely.
Right.
And now this is, how many years have you kind of been doing your own thing after that
Well,
ended?
this year is my second year of
Okay.
doing my own concert, which I'm calling a Carol Christmas.
Ah, I
Instead of
see what you did there.
Oh, yes, so clever. I know. But so that's been fun. But yeah, Tribute was together 19 years,
Wow.
and we started out just with a cassette tape of Silent Night.
I have a copy of that cassette
you do.
tape. I do.
Oh my goodness. And actually, it started to get played on the radio stations, and we were kind of embarrassed about that because it wasn't that high of a quality of a recording. So then we decided to actually make our first CD. And the first time we sang that was at Brucemore. There was a group of women that were invited to just come and sing carols, and Kathy and Nina and I just sang that there. And so, but that initial cassette tape was just kind of a thing for family and friends. It was never intended for the public.
Yeah, and then there was this guy who started playing it on the radio. I may have been one of those guys.
Yeah.
It seems like.
Yeah.
But that was a great tradition that went on for a long time. But
Yeah.
now you're in charge of all aspects.
Yes.
Of
Yes.
from picking the music to hiring the musicians to getting the venue.
Exactly.
So tell me how a Carol Christmas has been coming together.
Well, one of the things that we were just talking about earlier is Cameron Sullenberger is part of our team. Actually, he's the musical director.
Longtime educator, co-director of Revival Theater, which of course just
Correct.
closed Oklahoma. So he's
Sure.
been
Yeah.
a little busy
He's
lately.
a very, very busy guy. Plus, he teaches voice and has his own studio for that. And he's also the music director at Knoll Ridge Christian Church. And our group just sang there yesterday one of our songs from our show. So we start out sharing songs. He'll send me one that he likes. I'll send him things that I like. And then we come up with a list of songs. And as time progresses, we kind of throw them out and then put different ones in. So to get down to a final list of songs is great. And yeah, I got the venue, and as I mentioned, we only have 3 weekends in December, so finding the venue
The schedule
was
is a little
bit-
compressed this year.
Yes, it's a little bit more difficult to find that venues to have a concert like this. So, and I've been to CSPS many, many times and performed there, so I felt pretty confident that we could do it there. And
So you and Cameron, who's the rest of the ensemble?
well, in addition to Cameron, we have Matt Butler, who's playing cello, plus he has a fabulous voice, and he plays harmonica and a few other things. But for our show, he's doing vocals, cello, and harmonica. And then we have Jeremiah de la Pena, who is just a real sweetheart of a guy.
Student at Co. and has
Yeah,
really become
recent
one of
graduate.
our busiest drummer and
Right.
percussionists
He is
up
a
and down the
full-time
corridor.
musician, so, and I believe he's out of Chicago, but he's here quite a bit because he is in the pit playing at a lot of the different productions. So it's very nice to have him. He's very, very good. and just really enjoy working with him as well.
So you talked about, kind of the process where, you share songs and, some come in, some come out. What's the balance that you're looking for? Because obviously, you want to do familiar songs kind of, but with your
Right.
Carol slant.
Right.
To do them your way, but then you also, I'm sure, are looking for songs that maybe are,
Right.
newer, a little off the beaten
Right.
path thing, surprises.
Right. So this year it's probably split half and half, where you're going to hear songs that you know and are familiar with, and then songs that are new to you, because they were new to me. And they may not. I mean, if you're a fan of Amy Grant, for example, I'm doing a song that she does. We also have to divide our concert into, the fast tempo, medium, and the slower songs. You don't want to do all slow songs, which would be very easy with Christmas music to do that, because, there's just a lot of very beautiful slower Christmas carols. But so you try to mix it up and do some fun things.
Well, I know picking your favorite song is kind of like picking your favorite kid, but is
Yeah,
is there
yeah.
anyone in particular you're really looking forward to
Oh, well,
that you and especially one that you really said, oh, everybody's heard this song a million times,
Right.
but here's what we're gonna do that's gonna make it
Right.
new.
Right. Well, my favorite Christmas carol is Silent Night. And when Kathy and Nina and I from Tribute first sang that song, it was one of those songs that you just, boom, it was there. No struggle, no who's going to do what part. We all just started singing, and it just was an automatic, instantaneous kind of a arrangement. And so I'll be doing that song at my show as well. But again, I'll be singing with two men instead of
Right.
two women.
But it's
And
full,
these
full
men-
circle in kind of a way too. Interesting.
But these men, they can sing pretty high. So every now and then I see their eyeballs roll, like, ooh, that was a high one. But yeah, Cameron and Matt both have great voices. So it's really fun to sing with them. Really. They have big voices. So
It's a Carol Christmas coming up December 14th and 15th, but you can't go on the 14th because tickets are already sold out. But there are still tickets available for the Sunday night show.
And that's at 7 o'clock at CSPS. And you can go down to CSPS, which is right across from the new Bull Market, and get tickets there, or you can go online to legionarts.org and just click on tickets, and the show will pop up, and you can get them that way.
Well, Carol, thanks so much for coming in. Great to see
You
you,
bet.
and
You
so
bet.
glad that you're keeping this tradition alive in a
Yeah.
little bit of a different way, and hope the shows go really well for
Well,
you.
thank you. Thanks for having me.
You can hear the Culture Crawl live on the radio most weekdays at 10:20 on KCCK, or download the podcast, watch or listen on your own schedule at kcck.org/culture, or using your favorite podcast catcher. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.